Oh, am I on? Hi everybody, and welcome to another episode of Ask the Agent. My name is Amanda Betts, and I am here to answer any burning questions that you might have from an old girl like me that's been in the fashion and modelling industry for 29 years. And I've been a model agent for 16, working across with Klein and 62 models until I co-founded my own agency in Red 11 in 2005. I left in December 2013, so I think I know a little bit about the fashion industry. So I've got a really good one today, actually. It says, Dear Ask the Agent, I approached my agency and they said I would be good for fashion, but not commercial. Sorry, I approached an agency. They said they will wait and see me at the end of the year when I need to apply again. What does commercial modelling mean, and why won't they take me on from Really Want to Model? Well, Really Want to Model, I have actually got my trusted whiteboard here because that actually is a really good question, and a lot of people used to ask me that, okay? What does commercial modelling mean? So what I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to break it down to all the areas of modelling there are and then go through that with you. So let me put this down. Rightio, so the first thing, right, is I like to break it up into a pie, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it down here. The first thing, don't mind my writing, is you need good skin. Now, if you have good skin, you can end up doing, kind of beauty modelling, and it just makes it so much easier for agents to work with you if you do have good skin, right? The next thing is if you've got a great smile. Actually, I shouldn't laugh about that, excuse the pun. I did the most beautiful TV commercial, and it was for AMI. I was like a size 16, and it was When the Smile Comes Back to You. Now, I can't tell you how much I got paid, but I got paid a lot of money, and guess what I had to do? Walk forward to the camera, smile, step back, and smile, and the smile got handed on. So, a good smile, and not being afraid to use it. It's a very bad picture. Anyway, that's not what we're really here for. Don't be afraid to smile. Just think of it if I came towards you like this. Hi, I'm Amanda. Compared to, hi, I'm Amanda. It makes a really big difference. So don't be afraid to use your smile, whether you're modelling and getting paid for it or not. The next thing is hair. Give me lots of hair, which I don't have, but I used to. So good hair. There we go. The more beautiful hair you have, what do you think about Wella commercials and all that kind of stuff? They throw their hair around, wonderful. Okay, good hair means that you can also do the hair work. Then there's your catwalking modelling. Oops, catwalking. Right, so catwalking, that's a really big one. You have to be a certain height, good 5'8" plus, like 5'10" is ideal for girls, and 6'2" is ideal for guys. What happens is, say in New Zealand Fashion Week, we've just had New Zealand Fashion Week, it's September 2014, and the clothes are actually going on sale for next year. So they have the sample sizes. It's really important that you fit the samples. If you don't fit the samples, they're usually a size 8 to 10, then you can't do catwalking. It's that simple. So it's a little bit like asking a prop to be a sprinter, okay? It's just not going to happen. Props are built to be a prop, and sprinters are built to be sprinters. Same thing with catwalking. If you're naturally built like that, awesome. If you're not, get over it. The amount of people that go, but I really want to walk. Lovely, but you can't, okay? You cannot be something that you're not. Unless you are super beanpole, catwalking is not going to be for you. The next thing is editorial, okay? Now editorial, what that is that's usually in beautiful magazines. Like there's Vogue and beautiful Black magazine. I love that they're always creating beautiful editorial for people. Remix magazine, all the great magazines that we have in New Zealand. That's when there's page upon page of you in the same spread, okay? It's like a fashion spread, so that's called an editorial. Now, editorial people are generally quite a stronger kind of face, so it's a little bit like having a sweet cheesecake, which you consider more commercial, as opposed to having a carrot cake with walnut and cream cheese icing. It's a little bit edgier, a little bit stronger, usually stronger in the face, quite serious, all the posing. So editorial, again, same thing with catwalking. You do usually have to have a tall and slim body to be able to do it because you need to fit samples, okay, sample sizings. Next thing is bodywork, okay? Now, imagine me, and I'm a healthy size, size 12. Imagine me doing super like lingerie when I've got like, a 30-inch waist, if I'm to be really honest. Maybe 29 inches if I suck it in. But body work, they want the best bodies for the job. When we're watching sports, there's sports work, and catalogs, lingerie and swimsuits, we actually, whether we like it or not, we actually generally like to see a good, healthy body in there. So it's usually a bit more of a sporty body. Think Elle Macpherson, for example, as opposed to Naomi Campbell has a really good body as opposed to the super, super slim, maybe Anya Rubik types, okay? So body work is a particular type of work that you can get as well. Then the next thing is, let me just have a look. Okay, so the next thing is body bits. You're probably thinking, what am I talking about? I've actually had jobs because of my legs. In the past, it was the 80s and 90s, okay? It's been a few years ago. My hair was bigger than my hips, but I quite often got hand work where I used to have to hold things really nicely because my hands were quite good for modelling. I also got footwork as well. I had to pose my feet for stockings or shoes and so forth as well. One of my favourite jobs was actually Paris mixed pantyhose, and I got that job because my legs were fairly skinny. It just makes up, it takes attention away from my little rounded body sometimes these days. I don't mind that at all. But there's also body bit work. Now, body bit work is fun, like it's eyes and stuff like that too, because actually it's $100 an hour generally speaking, with a minimum of usually 2 hours to make it worthwhile. So there is body bit work, but that's not enough to make a whole career out of, okay? And then the next thing is, acting. Now, acting work, actors are made, not born, okay? A little bit like models. So acting work, it requires a lot of training to know how to act. I don't know how to do it myself. I do a little bit of it. So with acting work, it means that you can get into films and all that kind of stuff. But they're pretty big dreams. It's a pretty big bridge. It's like asking if you want to be in a film that you want to be in All Black. Okay? Or you want to be a silver fern. I think there's a lot of work before you're going to be able to do that. But there is acting work. Some people have come in to do modelling work and have ended up doing really great in acting instead because they might be missing, say, height for catwalking and so forth, or editorial, etc. Then there's my favourite and the easiest, TVCs, TV commercials. Now these are lots of fun because your personality shines. You need a big personality. That's why, hey, I got paid to roll around in the sea with a really hot guy in a bikini for LMP one time. I got paid for it. I could not believe my luck. TV commercials are fun and they're fantastic, but you still need a big personality, okay? And it's better to get some training. Yes, I've definitely picked up some people and they've winged it and managed to get really good TV commercials, lots of them as a matter of fact, but it's because they have personality. So TVCs and television work is connected with personality. Now the other thing that's everything here is attitude. It is everything. Because it doesn't matter how beautiful you are, how tall you are, how skinny you are, how perfect your skin is, how great your teeth are, your hair, your feet, everything, if you do not have the right kind of attitude, okay, you are not going to get very far. So here we have this big pie, if you like. Now, the other thing is, so, commercial, oops, here we go. Oh, I've actually got one more in there for you, and it's an answer to your question, and it's here, commercial work. Now, commercial means things like farmers catalogues, Postie Plus, all the catalogue work that you see. It's when they want somebody who is, a good-looking person, aspirational, inspirational, but they're not so edgy that they're unobtainable or unachievable. So say for example commercial work is associated with television work, and it's also connected with work in magazines and catalogues and all that kind of stuff as well. So your commercial work is actually what we call your bread and butter work. Okay, so there it is right there. Now if this is you here, just like any good business, if you've only got great hair, well, that's not a very big piece of the pie. What a really good agency is looking for in a person is somebody that can tick as many of these boxes as possible, because then it means that you are going to get more work and you become a really good investment. Now, a lot of this stuff you can change. You can do something about your skin. Okay, you can do something about, the cleanliness of your teeth and also with your hair, and you also can do things with your body bits and your body, exercise and not eating too much crap for starters. So it's up to you to try and make your way to tick as many of these boxes as possible. Just like any job, it's about being as much as you can be in your role and for the business of it. So don't mind my messy writing. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I say it as it is. So I hope that's answered your question. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Ask the Agent, and keep those questions rolling in. I'm really enjoying them, and I'll see you soon. Mwah! Smile!